Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, we check out the amazing Fiore from Paul Reed Smith. The Fiore is Mark Lettieri from Snarky Puppy's signature guitar with Paul Reed Smith, and at first glance you may just think, oh, it's just a, it's more Stratty PRS, but you would be wrong. This thing is packed of so much goodness. Now, before we go any further, this is a sponsored video as PRS has asked me to show you guys the Fiore. However, all thoughts and opinions are still mine. Now, the Fiore is kind of a unique instrument for PRS. All maple neck, maple fretboard, swamp ash body, but there's a few things under the hood that I think are really cool and make this guitar something that is definitely more than the sum of its parts. Now, along with the HSS pickup configuration, there's something pretty cool going on with the controls. You have two different tone knobs, and then you have a volume pot. Now, typically with the humbucker, you want a 500K pot, but with single coils, typically you have a 250K pot, while the volume pot on this is 300K, basically splitting the difference. This also has a treble bleed, so as you turn it down, it's gonna get a little darker, but with the tone knobs that control the middle tone control just the single coils, and the bottom tone controls just the humbucker, so you can kind of balance the pickups how you want depending on how you have the selector selected. And if you want to more closely match them with the single coils, you can make the humbucker split into a single coil with a pull of its tone knob. Now, going along with the vintage kind of meets modern aesthetic, you have a 2-point floating tremolo. However, you have steel pressed saddles, which are just very snappy and also very stable as well. This tremolo, again, I have said a million times before, I love PRS tremolos. They are extremely stable. This one is no exception. This came to me in E standard. I was able to tune to drop D without issue. And now let's talk about the neck for a second. This is a 10-inch radius neck. However, there is no poly on the back of this neck, which makes it just very, very smooth feeling. And honestly, this might be my favorite neck profile of any PRS that I have ever played. This is such a joy to play. When you get a little sweaty from playing, you don't tack up at all coming up and down the neck. It just stays smooth and resilient and ready for you to keep playing. So what do we think? Honestly, what I think is this is one of my favorite PRS guitars I have ever played or had on this channel. I have owned several PRSs. I still own several PRSs. This is up there with my favorite guitar from PRS of all time, the Custom 22, my particular one-off Custom 22. This guitar is such a joy to play. This is really a funk machine that can do rock or blues. I found this to be very versatile and very balanced and can really go wherever you want it to go. This is such an incredible guitar. I have really, really enjoyed it. And I don't know, I think I actually might buy one. All the pickable links down below in the description. You've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.